Hi everyone, Wolflord Rowe here, and today we're going to be talking about the Fallen and the Dark Angels. Now, for those that haven't noticed, go check out Games Workshop's website, go into the Dark Angels section, view all models, scroll on down and see what you notice. I'll tell you what I noticed. I actually noticed it a couple of days ago, but it changed, was the Fallen are listed as last chance to buy. So yeah, like I said, I noticed this a couple of days ago and I was making a video talking about that, but then it got removed. They weren't listed as last chance to buy anymore. But I've just checked again and now it's back on them. So was it a mistake? Did Games Workshop mean to list them as last chance to buy? Maybe it was a bit early. Maybe it's going to get taken down again. Who knows? But either way, it's quite clear. Combine that with the lore updates we've had in this edition, we are on the road to something very, very special. So, I mean, I don't know what you guys think, but the first thing that came to my mind when I heard about this was, oh my god, new Fallen models incoming. It can only mean one thing. We're on the road to the return of Lionel Johnson himself. It can be leading up to nothing else. And I admit, a bit of an overreaction. And admittedly, I'm a fanboy for everything Primarch related. However, I think there's some very relevant reasons for jumping to this conclusion based on the current lore. So, spoiler warning for anyone that's not up to date on the current lore. Definitely go check it out right now. Go look up the Dark Angels Codex. Have a great read through because it's a really, really interesting read. And I'm going to hope you've done that right now, because first things first, in that codex we are given a really interesting update to the current lore. Luthor has escaped. Now, we all know Luthor, but if you've been hiding under a rock, no pun intended, and don't, in a nutshell, he was the guy who betrayed the Lion and the loyalist Dark Angels and attacked them upon their return to the homeworld of Caliban at the end of the Horus Heresy. And it was really quite a tragic fall, because Luthor was the guy who raised the Lion. He was kind of like a father figure / elder brother figure for him. And after all the commotion went down, essentially Luthor has spent the last 10,000 years imprisoned, secretly imprisoned, within the deepest, darkest recesses of the Dark Angels Fortress Monastery of the Rock, until now. In this edition, he has escaped. Second interesting update we are given is a very interesting passage in the Dark Angels Codex. Just let me read it to you now. Rumours, psychic signatures, and the torture-wrought confessions of captured prisoners tell of a mustering within the darkest recesses of the warp-shrouded Nihilus sector. They speak of a gathering of many of the fallen, a corrupted legion reassembling in numbers enough to bring the entire galaxy to heel. Azrael alone suspects the truth of who is leading them. So, we know the Fallen are coming back, and they're being led by Luthor. When and where are they going to return? We don't know. We can start speculating, but it's obviously soon. We're on the road to a major update, and thinking about it, we're on the road to a very major update of Vigilus right now. Could Abaddon be bringing the Fallen with him? That would be really interesting. But would Luthor really be working for Abaddon? I don't see that. Maybe there's a pact between them both. Maybe some kind of bargain. Obviously, they're both in league with the ruinous powers, the Chaos Gods. Or perhaps Luthor's just going to lead an attack on the Rock and the Dark Angels and all the Unforgiven chapters. It's really interesting. Maybe he's got them on the verge of destruction. They're on their last legs, and the Watchers in the Dark, you know, they wake up the Lion. Now is the time to return. Save your legion. Because let's face it, the Unforgiven chapters are still pretty much a legion in all but name. They all listen to the Grand Master of the Dark Angels, who is currently Azrael. They're all on the hunt for the Fallen. The Lion was really proud of his legion. I think it was Russ in his Primarch book. I'll go back and I'll look up the quote maybe for a future video, but the Lion mentions that, Russ mentions that the Lion was really proud of his legion, and he wouldn't have been happy about splitting them down into chapters. We all know he's got a really interesting past with Guilliman and him and his empire building. What's he going to think when he returns and finds Guilliman pretty much acting as emperor in all but name? I don't think he'll be too happy about that. But oh man, what do you guys think? Please, leave me a comment. I'd love to see what other people are thinking about this. Let's engage in a bit of discussion. Is it an accident? Will Games Workshop take it down again? Is it a little tip of the cap too soon, or a little peek behind the curtain too soon? No, interesting. Leave me a comment with your thoughts. Please leave a like and a subscribe if you like this video. Let me know you enjoyed it. I'm really going to try and be bringing out a lot of future content now going forward. Yeah, interesting times, and oh yes, we're on the road to the return of the Lion. Thanks for listening, guys, and I'll see you again real soon.